Welcome, Lily. It's time for some more Fable 2, probably a shorter one today because it is ridiculously hot here and everybody is melting. And it's going to be even worse tomorrow, so that's fantastic. Oh, I believe we said last time that we were going to do the two first DLC quests today, so we're going to start with the Snow Globe, and then we're going to go and see what Submarine Man is all about. So, let's get going, I guess. Just gotta use the Snow Globe. Welcome, welcome. Immediate loading screens. I don't think I've changed any audio balance since last time, so we should still be fine. Hopefully. I also haven't tested it, though. So we are now inside the Snow Globe. That's always fun. Our weapons are suddenly color-coded, of course, while everything else is black and white.
Help me! Please! Make them stop! Thank you. It was just horrible. This place is cursed. Just look at it. These things. They've sucked all the colour out of the world. You have to save the others. They have no idea what's going on. Here, you'll need this.
I see. Good as Stoggo is still with us, of course. And there's more. Because he randomly hits the guy too.
That's better. It's about time someone did something about this damn curse. You're going to need help if you're going to find your way to everyone. Here, I caught this when I was a boy. I think it's a butterfly. Go on, little butterfly!
Yep, that's definitely what that is. Am I allowed to take this? Indeed, he certainly has. That's fine. Could be worse, jerky. Could also be better, though. Everything with claw looks rather out of place here. I'll have to be coming back here later too. What's he? Oh, great. Oh. Okay. 4 condoms and a book on how to get married. That is quite the treasure chest. I'm sure I can put all of that to great use. motion blur. My favourite. No need to go jumping in the chest now. This chest is black and white and therefore can't be interacted with, apparently. Must remember that I haven't opened it yet. Excuse me, please. Guess there's no point in doing a ton of looking around until colour has returned then. I have not ever seen Pleasantville, at least as far as I know. I might have watched it at some point without knowing what it was called, like randomly, but probably not. I rarely go out of my way to watch movies most of the time. Also, I just got the full tart outfit. Nice. Totally gonna be wearing that. That's even worse than the pimp hat. I assume there's some sort of comparison to be made, and that's why you ask. Don't think we're getting in there. Oh, hi. This guy's just... wait, what? Okay. I don't think I have any words for that. He's still not even dead. Okay, not then he... oh no, there he is. Just literally sideways now. Okay. That's fine. I like how there's a temporary flash of colour when you suck in the experience. Even though that's probably not intended. That sounds like an interesting premise. How old is it? Is it like super old? Semi-old? I would be able to make more money if I actually checked if I needed to use these dog manuals for the expressions he's already learned, but it's quicker to just press the hotkey and get rid of it. Alright, that's not too bad. Not that I'm saying old movies are bad, I was just curious. Like, it sounds vaguely familiar now that you've told me, but I don't think I've seen it, otherwise I would probably remember more. Or maybe heat stroke is just killing my brain. That's also possible. That's just where that chest was before. Shouldn't explore too thoroughly, he says, and then immediately checks everywhere. Including stopping to turn the camera around. Flint switch in there that we can't get at yet. Knocks on the door when he can clearly see through the window that there's nobody in there. Smart. So he wants me to go in the well next. There's some super dark and creepy stuff going on in all of these cursed places. But you have to, like, piece it together slowly because most of the stuff is actually optional to discover. Not much is going on here until we've done the thing. need these. I see. Can we stop flashing the message like a million times? Localized beneath the ground, awesome. Thanks for the follow, Nilworth. Welcome to the stream. Enjoy your stay. As much as you can enjoy listening to my monotonous, emotion-filled voice. As I slowly work my way through this game. Exploring every corner for much longer than is necessary. I think I have the notification sounds muted, but everything else should still be there. I can hear the sound, it's just not getting broadcast to the stream because I have desktop audio muted. And I'm playing this audio through capture card audio. At this exact moment in time. Yellow, I wonder what that could possibly mean. Generous.
Ah, what a relief! Thank you! That's the last time I follow one of those fat birds down a cave. Luckily, I managed to trap it. Why don't you play with it for a change?
When I first heard this, I thought he was being mean, but he actually is talking about what he thinks is a bird, i.e. another flit switch. Hitting the dog. Why though? Getting the other one with the shadow of a club. When you see an alternate path and there's nothing there. Welcome, Magallian. I think you're getting your hardcore Gwent streamers mixed up there. Just a little. Wow. What a fantastic suit of armor, if we ignore how clunky the whole interaction with it is. This doesn't look suspicious in the slightest. And there's another black and white chest. We're gonna have to come back. I'm totally gonna forget about that one. Ow. I was expecting close enough. It's easier to tell in this game if there's any enemies still nearby, because when you press A to sprint or move, he doesn't put his weapon away if there's enemies nearby. I know I'm getting close. I can almost feel their immortal breath of those proud warriors upon my brow. Finally, a life my pursuit will yield its results. No longer will I be alone. The knights I burn shall protect me. Clearly. And protect you they did. If I'm not mistaken, there'll be more info about those in other documents shortly afterwards. Of course. Just flourishing on everything now. It like kills almost everything in one hit at the moment. We just gotta check behind the corners. Nothing down any of these places. Guess this is back where we started now. One-way path and everything. Yeah, I believe so. Hold that for a flit switch. Suddenly translucent children and lots of them. Oh, I can't search these now. That's somewhat inconsistent in terms of colouring, but hey, we'll roll with it. At least it's not stealing. Don't even want to guess what dodgy bonuses these beds give me. Gotta love it when super happy music is playing in unsettlingly unfitting locations. I mean, it'd be fine if not for the lack of colour, I guess. But you know what I mean. Something ain't right. But it's subtle or something. It is definitely intentional. Unlike some of the other music cues in this game, which we shan't name until we get there. So much garbage. Right, that one up there hasn't opened yet because we need a key. Invitation only, the sign says. I believe those puny carrots I'm gonna have to keep for something later on. Because they're like somewhat difficult to come by, given it's like a specific rating of carrot. That's a book that I recently bought. If you can hear squealing in the background, it's probably little Hunger Cute stuff. Just my guess. Well, apparently this is stealing, but nothing else is. Okay, fine. That seems like your typical oversight. Sort of those in this too. Wow, 15. Like how the gold indicator is also discoloured, even though the rest of the UI isn't. This is invite only 2, right? Or something like that. Yes, this is the first quest from the second DLC. There's 2 sets of DLC that came out, like, somewhat shortly after the game. Like, within the first year, I think. This is, these are obviously developer references. This is the first quest of the second batch. The second batch revolves around the bunch of cursed items from Mergo, and the first one is Knothole Island, which is where Submarine Man will take us. Anyone who watched me play Fable 1 or has played it themselves may recognise this. This is, of course, the northern entrance to Oakvale. There's the bridge. Here's the field where we gave Teresa chocolates. And there's a door that obviously won't open yet. Gotta be careful that there's no more of them items of furniture that say steel. Don't do this. They are full of nothing. One's closed. Again, probably not a huge point to doing this now. But we'll get what we can. Creepy doll. Thank. Actual decent chocolate and peanuts. Which we probably will never eat. Those statues are just collectible things. I don't think you get anything for getting all of those, though I could be wrong. Except for, like, an achievement the first time you do it. Nobody cares about those. And by nobody, I mean I. There's a lot of rings here. Totally easy to see what's going on here, yep. I don't think we're going to find much else around here for the time being. But we'll have to come back at least once, so I can do the thorough exploration then, I guess. Indeed, on a beach with water that's pretty much the same colour as said bloom. What could be better? Oh, it actually takes me somewhere. Okay, let's check, I guess. Oh, it's just one of these. Fair enough. Yeah, never would have guessed that they were coming next. You just teleport behind me and then died anyway. You're really gonna punch me? has magic punches.
Oh, thank goodness that's over. But the children, they all ran away.
Indeed, maybe it'll be fitting at some point.
They must be so scared, the little knights. Please, you have to find them.
Great. She has an interesting face given the situation. Not sure we want to be digging here, doggo. Who is very angry at his own tail. Oh. It's not too creepy. The children seem much calmer now that Myrtle is in an urn. They wore such wicked smiles the day I found her body by her desk, and the blood on their clothes, ... But no, it was an accident, that's all. A terrible, terrible accident. In other news, I'm pleased to see Matty doing so well in the last sums test. Yep. Let's leave it up to the viewer's imagination to decide what really happened there. Fancy school. I wonder how that relates to the whole place being cursed. Oh great, a third one of these. And a bottle of stuff next to a glass. I think there's multiple of those. I don't know if they serve a purpose. I think they were for some sort of achievement or for working out one of the clues you need to get something. I don't know. This was always very cryptic, so my memory of it isn't quite as perfect as some of the other areas. I say that as if any of the areas in this game are perfect. Maybe in Fable 1, but certainly not here. This is the bridge with the hole in it, under it, right? Dive spot. Are you, like, in houses? Oh, you are. You just jump out the window. Right there. That was some incredibly low frame rate.
Yeah!
You're welcome. Could you be more specific with your growling, doggo?
Please!
Turning on a dime really doesn't work in this game.
Phew! I'm free!
I think that's just the kids in this game in general. At this point. Ah yes, Bloom Beach. Wait, I came from this way, didn't I? think some of these might only appear when you get close-ish. Yeah, that's the place with the chest. Let's go check up here. Just assume the glowing trail is being dodgy. Maybe I'm the one being dodgy. I haven't gone across the bridge yet, though. Yeah, let's pretend that was intentional. We have saved Bongo Cat children. Isn't that right? Floor chocolate, delicious. In fact, it's worse than floor chocolate. It's like ground chocolate, earth chocolate. No, it didn't even notify me of this chest. No treat for Doggo. You still get a pet, though. Or a phrase. Same thing. Probably. Do you have dialogue for number of kids saved by any chance? Nope. I even get into this. Guess that comes later. You always have to start with a teleport to like right behind you. That's somewhat predictable. Ooh, I can get first push level 3 if I want. I don't want though, because that's all my general experience gone if I do. Let me just move my microphone arm a tad. There we go. We checked here in general yet? Apparently not. Oh, he didn't go right. Interesting.
Yeah, woo!
That is quite an interesting run. I actually got him.
Yay! I can go home now.
You live at school then. Interesting. Alright, this just leads back here, okay. What are these? Went swimming, forgot the armbands. That one I can believe. Fable and Graves. An exquisite combination.
Listen to this.
Found them all! Oh, well done! Here, the children want you to have this.
It's an interesting take on the guild seal.
They say it's the key to this town's secrets. Mind you, they also store crayons in their nostrils, so I'd be careful if I were you.
Point taken. Yes, another one of the things that open then. Amazingly it works, because of course it does. Wait, why did it start me on the left-hand side, facing the wall? Could you really not, like, center me? Fair enough, I guess. Gotta find minor things to complain about. That's pretty much my job. This is a secret thing, I think. In fact, I think this plays a big part in something later, doesn't it? I'm going to sip some beverage while you delightful people read, because I'm too lazy. Alright, yes, so this part of the story here tells us the order in which we need to run through archways or whatever later on. So we'll probably have to read that later. Yep, that sounds about right. Gotta become salty after that much time wandering around without being able to go in his house. This looks kind of Zelda-ish for some reason. Maybe it's the triangles and broken statue things. More random secret stuff that we don't need and I don't think we can even sell. Need to sneeze, gonna mute. Yes, the 5-star beer is called Optimus Prime. Transform yourself. Ooh, Lionhead. Slash Molyneux. Optimus Prime. I think I should uninstall now, to be honest. Maybe snap the disc in half while we're there. Can't let that kind of thing spread. Right, this is the 4th chest we're gonna have to remember. Still exists. Oh, but this is probably the... yeah, there's something going on down there. Should be a shortcut later, I think. Or, like, this is where we come after we've finished the, like, the rest of the cave. was aimed at Lily. But it was like a sarcastic. Also, the fact that he changes direction when you use it is annoying, because I wanted it to be right at the camera. Let's have a Java potion. They're kind of a slow heal over time rather than an instant one, which makes them a little cheaper. But slightly worse, technically speaking. Okay, that one was ridiculous. Have all the no. Not even a little bit of no, like all the no. So much no that I forgot if I already checked the rest of this room. Apparently I did. Wait. Gotta keep a very sharp eye out around here because there's a lot of hidden stuff in this first DLC area. Like if you miss that book with the tail of the rabbit, then you're never gonna figure out how to do the stuff later on. Of course. We can only walk after hearing that next level fun. That's all the strength we can muster now. Okay, we've recovered. I couldn't tell you how terrible that was, though. Megalians hearing all these, they're probably actually dead at this point.
Make it stop! Please make it stop! I can't take this anymore.
Kill the intruder.
Oh hey. It's one of those rare occasions where the Fable 1 battle music is used. I like how the cultists themselves only take like one shot. Give like no experience.
You saved me. Thank you. Wait, what's happening?
Just the cave music is still creepy.
Look at all this colour! You've saved us all! Finally, we can all rest in peace.
Yes, good one.
Ah. Amazing!
You're welcome, I guess. Nice, now we need to go and open some of those chests. And then see what else we can do here before we leave. So, there was one in here. Oh, now it's telling me specifically that it's the Shadow God. That's interesting. For reasons you would not know unless you'd already played the game before. Oh, that was actually shadow hops before we even fought real hops. Stop the shadow. Or not. Even shadows can run into the wall and fall over violently. Good to see they're really smart. The colour feels very vibrant after being so used to the not colour. Looking forward to getting more of the stats, so it aren't as clunky in combat. Yeah, this game kind of desaturates the colour a little as well whenever enemies are nearby, like when the battle music starts, and then picks up a bit. Once you're like surrounded, the colour kind of desaturates a small amount. At least for some enemy types. I don't think it does it for all of them. But it generally happens when the battle music starts. You just keep being invincible on that. It's fine. Got these level 1 spells in. Not the best. That is the kind of joke that Lily would actually really enjoy. Did you just come up with that one? I'm surprised I've not heard that one before. At least in this, if the enemies get stuck for an extended period of time and can't move, they just die. Cough cough, Sea of Thieves. Oh yes, we didn't get to even finish opening the stuff here either because it teleports us out. I'm sure the range is a little less than the indicator would have you believe. Right, let's see. Oh, it's a dead end anyway. Awesome. Well, back to that one gate, I guess. Which I can see from there. I'm guessing we can't get up this side though, can we? think it's just there to look through. In that case. Awesome. Well, at least we had to kill all the enemies. I like that super creepy part of the ambience. Slash music, or whatever you want to call it. Ah, yes, here we are. This had better be good. That's one of those rare dyes. Unfortunately, unlike people who care a lot about cosmetics, I don't have a huge interest in the dyes, although I am aware that I'll be needing some of them later. Professional phone muting during live stream. I do greatly prefer not dying, you're most correct. Right, so... there was one in this place too, right? And then there was one in the building right at the start. And then the fourth one, I forgot where that is. Like, I could dye this coat into, like, a different colour, but I think the red it starts with is perfectly fine, honestly. I'm sure I could experiment and find something decent. But that's effort. And many if I want more dyes. I think there's only a few 5-star dyes in this super rare and expensive. People used to pay a lot of gold for those with online, when you could actually find other people in the game. You could like trade items and gold with other players and such. I mean, you could still do that technically, but you'd have to like arrange it with a friend beforehand, because the chance of finding a random online now is obviously almost zero. Just force push these. I can't wait to get a really high level spell this okay. Trying to be more of an all-around type character in this because it's much more viable than it is in Fable 1. You have to keep switching to the bow and then it takes forever to charge a shot. I think the flintlock is pretty well balanced across everything. You can switch between everything with a single button, so that's nice. They did add a control scheme to Fable Anniversary that makes it similar to Fable 2 and 3 control scheme, but I can't use that one because it screws up with my muscle memory too much. From all the times playing the original, which doesn't work for me. Oh yeah, I remember where it was now. Good doggo killing by mercilessly ripping its neck off. And he's only a level 2 fighter. also see what we can level up. At least I'm not constantly being reminded that my will energy is low, or that there's an important quest card waiting for me at the guild. It's no wonder the people of Albion revolted against the guild and burned it down if the guild masters could like that with the heroes. They all just lost it. Also, I feel like it goes without saying, but given that Teresa is alive in this game, obviously the hero didn't kill her with the sword, and yet it says he wielded it against Jack. So that's interesting. Or maybe she's still around after all this time because she was sent into the thing and it doesn't work how people thought it did. Question mark. Wait. Did I even... Oh, I did open the chest, didn't I? I was not paying attention at all. I got a die in there, again. I just had a thought then, like, did I even open the chest or did I go straight to the exit? But I'm fairly certain I did. Yes, this game has a few pieces of evidence for both paths, but there's more for the good path, including that she's alive and that the picture of the hero in the Chamber of Fate after winning the first Jack fight, the picture is the good version. Because if you're evil when you kill Jack the first time and you keep the sword, then instead of being like gold and benevolent, it's like red, and like the people of Albion had to deal with someone just as bad as Jack, sort of thing, in the narration. Right, that's melee, which means we can't get in there till we've got a different flit switch. Which is probably going to come from one of those two locked doors. Right now I remember there was one chest in the place over here at the start. I don't remember where the fourth one was though. But there's definitely one in here. I think I'll check like the tavern area. I think it might have been around there, but if it's not, we'll get it when we come back later, when we have the rest of the stuff we need. And then when it comes to Fable 2 and 3, only on Xbox, mind you, because there's no PC version of Fable 2, which is another reason why actually it's so dumb that there's no PC version. But if you have 2 and 3 on Xbox, then number 3 will take your Fable 2 save data into consideration when you start, if you tell it to. That way it'll know whether to refer to the parent of the hero in the third game as mother or father, and a few other things. Like each game you play as a descendant. Like we're like the son, or something like that, of the Fable 1 hero, and then the Fable 3 hero is like the son of this guy. Why am I checking these houses? I already know it's not in these. It was either down here behind one of the buildings, or like in one of the little side shacks, or like up that hill somewhere, I think. If anyone does remember where the fourth black and white chest was, then feel free to tell me. But if not, we'll find it later. We're gonna have to look around thoroughly again anyway, once our dog has max diggy skill. I see a flit switch in there. Oh, but we need one to get into. I don't think we can do much with any of these other buildings until we come back. Chest's probably just die anyway, like the rest. Alright, let's get out of here. I can't remember if we have to go to the Colours Gate or if we can just use the snow globe, but I think we have to go to the Colours Gate. And the glowing trail would corroborate that, so let's just go. We'll finish this place once we can do everything in one go. Farewell for now, Cursed Oakvale. Seed importing can definitely do a lot of very cool stuff, as long as the devs don't try to, like, exploit it for dumb stuff. Like, you can't play this if you haven't played the first one. You know, that sort of thing. Which they obviously wouldn't get away with, but, you know, I'm sure people have thought of it. Especially them indies on Steam. I'm not saying indies on Steam are bad, but there is certainly a bad portion, as I'm sure people are aware. Oh yeah, let's teleport back into town with our sword out, that's good. Is it an actual new job, though? No, it's just blacksmith again, forget that. I want to do one of the ones I haven't done yet.
Oh, well, isn't that a thrill? Not a trace of cursing on that snow globe.
It is a thrill.
Makes a nice little souvenir, don't it? My source hasn't brought me anything quite as magical, but my shop does have some rather astonishing new items for your perusal. Are you a
There's that one done.
I have only the rarest, most wondrous items in stock.
I don't care about the Wellies soldier stuff, or the spike twig for that matter. Or any of this. I mean, I could change the breed of my dog, but that costs 10,000 gold.
Oh, that's one of a kind, that is.
A breed once common to the northern wastes where it used to make pleasing paw prints in the snow. Oh yeah, I forgot the potions
Right,
automatically
you'd be a
max out your
fool
dog's
not to
fighting
buy
skill.
this.
Maybe I should get one. Because, you know, DLC's got to fast track people, right? Otherwise they won't buy it. Even though it's really not difficult to get your dog to a level 5. You just need a decent economy here and a little bit of time, and then the good bucks will start rolling in. Anyway, we're not doing this quest, we are doing the other DLC. Knothole Island is where the people of Knothole Glade moved to once Knothole Glade, like, flooded or something. As the lore will tell us. What am I doing? Oh yes, I was going to check experience. Let's see, chain attacks there.
Brutal styles unlock special moves for use in close... Dexterous
Maybe we
styles
should go for zoom.
unlock special moves for ranged weapons
Should I?
and
do-
other
Nah.
abilities.
We'll level up physique and toughness. And then we'll level up accuracy and speed, try and keep everything fairly consistent. And then, how much is level 3? 10,000. I'll wait until I can afford that without needing general, I think.
Brutal styles unlock special moves for use in close combat.
Strong 21. I sure am strong 21.
I know you like chocolate, but you... can't have any now.
Let's see, what time are we on? I think I have time to just check the bookshop.
Let's go play some jokes with someone later.
Move, please. Yes.
Hi there, dog lover.
You're my favorite customer.
I don't need that.
Always happy to buy your unwanted
I
items.
guess I should look at them at some point before I sell them.
I hope I can make a profit on that.
Don't need you.
Come back if you
or
have
you,
anything else to sell.
Or you. I do need the
Always
grumpy
happy
rabbit.
to buy your unwanted items.
And I already learned that.
Always happy to buy your unwanted items.
Lord Lucian, a biography. I like how you can just read the book here. Like, if you're in the shop, you don't even need to buy it. You can just, like, literally read the book, the entire book, on the shop screen. I guess that makes it a library of sorts. Heroes Guild was hit with a massive lawsuit brought by the representatives of the Concerned Citizens Group and the Oakvale Anti-Hero League. The guild was accused of reducing the rest of Albion to little more than a disposable commodity and of coercing all non-heroes into submission. Despite all the heroes who were sworn in to give evidence being cited for contempt of court, the suit was thrown out amidst rumours of briberies, intimidation campaigns and sex scandals. Nice. I already have that right, pretty sure. I don't have targeted urination yet, do I? Need to check. Targeted urination and hide snout. Oh, I need both of those. Excellent. Then after that, I'll just be missing Chase Tail.
I'm happy to serve. There you go. That's a fine item.
Where Doggo? Where actually is Doggo, though? There you are. Why are you all the way over there? You're stealing food. Great. My dog can now wee on people, just what I've always wanted.
I like playing.
Oh, hello. I'm just a common citizen person, the kind you see every day round these parts. Wait, you're one of them, aren't you? An adventuring hero fighter thingy. Oh, good. The chieftain made me memorize a speech. Let's see. My name is Gordon. I come from Knothole Island, which is in dire need of your help. Winter has gripped our land, and only someone valiant enough to recover the mystical summer stone can save us. I impassionately plead that you aid us in our time of need. Not bad, eh? I bought some gifts from the island too, if that helps to convince you. Will you come then?
You'll be famous one
I
day.
will go with
Don't
Gordon
worry,
and
you'll
help out the people of
If you're worried
Knothole
about my
Island.
submarine, I can tell you it's almost perfectly safe. I invented it myself. Isn't that reassuring? Oh, that's a relief. Let's go. I hope my submarine can hold 2 people.
Ah yes, this is the DLC that added potions that you can use to reduce calories and remove scars and stuff. It's just that taking them makes you very corrupt. I am not wearing those. Ah yes, and this is the equivalent collectible of the Mergo statues for the other DLC. tribe from Not Glade discovered the existence of an island far off the mainland, said to offer its inhabitants full control over the weather. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, so they just wanted to migrate everyone over because they found an island where they can cheese the weather orangey.
Oh, is that your breath, dog?
Yeah, that was weird because it sounded like he had to memorize the speech, which means he wasn't reading it, and yeah, he totally said it as if he was reading it with bad reading comprehension, but, you know.
You'll find the chieftain in his office at the centre of town. You can't miss him.
I'll be waiting.
There's a nice frozen chest that we can't open. Also, this snow is also very gloomy. Yep, that's also entirely possible.
Hi.
What game do you have? Oh, he actually does have Fortune's Tower. We'll still
Try the new version.
That's a nice...
Here he is! The saviour of Knothold Island. I promised my people I would deliver a hero to rescue us from our terrible plight. See how I fulfill my promise, everyone. Allow me to offer you a cordial and official welcome to Knothold Island. I would shake your hand, but it would most likely snap off like an icicle.
Hats off to this guy's hat.
This bitter cold is most certainly not my fault. Our ancestors used the mighty weather totems to control our climate, but since our last warriors died, we've been stuck in this wintry quagmire. We need you to retrieve the sun totem from the ice shrine. Of course, you'll need the ice key to enter the shrine. All I know is that our last warrior buried it somewhere near the frozen waterfall. Let us hope it doesn't melt in your hand when you find it.
Fine, I'll do your thing. Already don't like this guy.
Pleasure doing business with you. Theirs was a long...
I haven't been able to get to my stop.
kind that lasts through the ages.
I guess I'll have to buy all the buildings here too.
Just let
Eventually.
me know if I
Set
know.
a date
For the greatest festivities
Can
Albion
can
had
you talk to
ever
me?
known.
Thank.
Always a pleasure to serve you.
What do you have? I don't even know if I need another one of
That
those. I think I
comes
do,
highly
so
re-
sure.
Pleasure dealing with you.
Again, I already have that. Do I have Belch? I don't actually know. I think I need these.
Remember, no refunds.
Let's see.
Always happy to
Following
help.
the custom of her people, on the day of the wedding, they danced before the revelers on
I
a
do.
50-foot-high rope suspended over a pit full of spikes and broken glass. The bride slipped, and the wedding was
anything you
called
like?
off. Tired of land for the time being.
I like how there's a new class of NPC called Storyteller, and they literally just stand there and tell really long stories. There's like so much dialogue that you'll probably never hear. 3-star treasure hunter, 3-star fighter, yay.
Broke out, tossing the ship as if it were nothing more than a floater, and eventually smashing its hull into splinters. Perilous hung on to what
Not
seemed
gonna
to be a
find much
piece of
good stuff
mast,
until we've done the
but
thing.
was actually a peg leg, and drifted to the
Although it does still need exploring. The amount you can explore and what you can do obviously depends on the current state of the weather. I think I'm gonna end up coming here after this anyway, so... Apparently it doesn't want me to jump off there. children. Yeah, we'll do a brief explore now and then worry about the rest later. That's the second person who's died to wild rabbits already. Which spot do you dig, dog?
I like your look.
Seems they are more terrifying than I've been giving them credit for.
Hey? I like your gloves.
Tested a lead sandwich. Nice.
They don't call you dog lover for nothing, do they? You're best friends.
Kevin Watt electrocuted. Funny. Wow. In a volcano. Nice. That escalated quickly. Gotta start getting more frequent rent. This is insufficient.
Wow! Gordon actually did it. He brought a hero to the island. You're the first outsider in months to step into the box of secrets, where every item is a mystery.
Is it wondrous?
And every purchase a surprise.
One worth 25,000 gold.
Not that there's many mysteries on the shelves these days. A band of lost pirates bought half of my stock, and with this weather, I haven't been able to replace it. You never know what you might find, though. You'll notice each package has a note telling you what exotic item you need to trade for it. The rules are on the sign anyway. Have fun!
So you don't buy, you trade. Why is there a random following?
I'm pleased to see you've survived all your obstacles so far.
Marriage and how to survive it for a sexy garment.
What wonderful
Pretty
materials
nice
you're wearing.
for a rebellious costume. Ah yes, this is why I need puny carrots apparently. What do I need? Table wine. These are all crap anyway. Well, it's not fully stocked anyway. So we'll worry about getting these once it is. Yeah. All the stuff in the boxes is unique to this DLC. And none of these shops are going to have any stock, even if they were open, because I haven't done any of the stuff yet. Let's just do the thing then. Secret books around here, maybe. That's not a secret book, but I'll take it. Guess I can just use some of the weaker XP potions whenever I'm like close to leveling up and need a little more, rather than saving all of them for the multiplier later. Another frozen chest, that makes 2 so far. Can we not be finicky with the vault location? Okay, it's these guys. Spamming melee attacks with some This is not a suitable time to be telling me the die tip. That's not the kind of die we're interested in. I would have thought there'd been something there, like a dig spot. I guess it's further up, although it did just disappear again, so maybe not. Come on, Doggo. Show. At least we don't seem to be cold. With the weird buzzy music. Almost accidentally drank the alcohol then because of this incredibly crappy D-pad. Ooh. I say ooh, it's only 3 stars. But that's good at this point. This would be a great shot if it was in a higher resolution. I could have figured this dig spot out myself, given it the glowing trail points right there. Thanks for the tip there, game. I think I know where I'm going. Occasionally in this game the glowing trail acts up. And to be honest, even if it doesn't want me to go up here, I'm gonna go anyway because there might be stuff, and I haven't checked yet. This is clearly it though. I like how they propped this all the way up there. Wow, could you zoom in any closer? It's not even centered, it's a good job you can move it manually. I can fix their dodgy camera work with my right stick. That was a reasonable load time for this game. Just enemies again. Take it easy there, game. That's not very helpful of you there, doggo. I think he's having it disappear because it's over here behind these. If he can't have a direct path there, then the AI acts up and won't tell you where to go. Won't even go to the part where it's blocked, it'll just run around in circles. Which can sometimes be annoying based on the elevation of the thing as well. So this makes you more attractive at the cost of corruption. We have no need for this, look at us. break all the icicles, of course. Ooh. There's a divey thing. Ah yes, a potion that makes you thin. While also making you corrupt. I'm probably never going to need or use any of the potions, even if I do need. Except maybe the one to change dog breed, just because it's interesting, I guess. We can always change back. For 10,000 gold. Wow. That lowers the frame rate a lot. Basic particles. To be fair, this is a very early 360 game, so they weren't like super comfortable with what they were doing yet, I guess. Another, excuse me, fairly obvious dig spot. He looks happy, so I'll have to praise him now. Also, the first time I played this game, I didn't have an HD TV yet. I still was on SD, so since there was no like font size change or any other accessibility options like that, I couldn't read a single thing on the SD res. So that was good. Couldn't even tell what the icons were most of the time, and the health bar was also minuscule. And obviously, because the SD was 4:3, like the health icon and stuff were slightly clipped off the screen as well. It was good. Because the safe zone on the TV I was using was big or small. Whichever one, you know, covers the space. Okay. Both sides are open. In that case, we go left first, because I always go left first if I have a choice. Didn't even slightly get me there. Yes. You open now? No. Oh, because there's one hop here. Let's try this again. What's this? Oh, it's like a time thing. You are being communicated with in chat, Lillian. It's nothing urgent though, if you're busy. Oh crap. Let's see, you have to stop the whole thing then. Yep. I even pressed X, it was just like, nope. He didn't even swing it. Obviously I wanted the targeted one, but we'll take it. Lily tends to not be excited for anything in general except Command & Conquer. And she's very excited about that. Man, I hate if you spam the button, he doesn't even make the attack most of the time. Yay. That ice melting sound effect is really satisfying, but the animation and stuff, not so much. Level 5 alcoholic beverage of some description. Just appeared. I know they're like shadow men, but even so, they could like fade in or something, right? Fable 2 battle themes once it really gets going. Just died down though because the enemy number reduced. Let's grab this while we're here. On a very precarious pillar of sorts. Chest, probably optional, then I'll need to keep an eye out. Hey, at least the bars didn't lock on me again. Yeah, I think I remember. Yeah, it's like down here for the optional. Didn't mean to hit that thing, but we'll deal. Something's happening, but it's not showing me. I'm going to assume it was that chest. Also, yeah, there's no climbing animation in this, it just teleports you up and down. Which makes sense for dog reasons, but not for anything else. Maybe you should, like, pick the dog up and put it on his shoulder, and then climb. Okay, so I pulled some kind of switch. And now we have one of these multi-switch puzzles, which are always delightful. I think I'll just hit random ones until it works. Rather than attempt to memorize which ones do what, because that's too hard. It's not hard. It's just unnecessary effort. Also, if he could stop, like, targeting the ones I'm not trying to hit, that would also be nice. And one of these do the top 3. Oh, no, that's, like, just the third one. There we go. Space kind of reminds me of some head temple for some reason. Maybe it's the ice melty sound. And this again. I've got shadow bandits now as well. The dog. That one's a dog, never mind. Dog could not be bothered. This was easily missable, so it better be good. Just makes you more resistant to scarring. I don't really need that, since in this game you only get scarred when you run out of health, unlike the first game where you just get scarred for taking a lot of damage. I don't ever intend to get KO'd, though I'm sure it'll happen at least once around some of the OP enemies. Not due to, like, anything other than the fact that when I try to, like, when I get the hotkey prompt appearing for health, I'll either press the wrong button because the D-pad is dodgy, or it just won't work because the D-pad is dodgy, so I'm expecting to die because it refuses to use my items. Them physics. Suddenly it was no longer icy. The heat has been turned up. Like the enemies. That kind of took its time. Hope I didn't miss anything up there. Definitely not gonna miss this. I am too accustomed to looking around. I'm sure I've already missed loads of stuff. And I did forget where that fourth black and white chest was. Like, if I wasn't streaming, I would have just, you know, ran around the whole place till I found it, but since we're gonna go back there anyway, I'll just remember to get it when we're visiting there for the final time. No big deal. Hey, we found it. Wow, that is a thick totem. Suddenly sun. Maybe a little too much sun. Oh, the rivers have gone. Even the beacons have the dodgy spawn thing, like the shadows. It like just loads them in on the spot and then puts them in the right place to play their animations. I'm sure all this used to be less clunky actually, it's just that either the Xbox or the disc are like really slow now. So everything happens slower than it should, resulting in additional pop-in and the like. But maybe it's always been like that and it was just harder for me to notice when I first played the game. Who can say? This was one of the games I was like most hyped for like ever, I think, because I enjoyed the first one so much. Like again, I bought the console for this game. Which ended up being a good decision because I ended up with a lot of good games on the 360. Right, that's where we entered. Obviously can't get back up there. There should be two chests as well that used to be encased in ice, but now will not be. I don't know if we can reach them both yet, though. There's one of them. Thank. Should really be reading all them, but we can go through and have a book session at some point when I'm like at the end of a session and lazy. Or maybe we can do some book reading in between failing at jobs that take forever. Because you know that would be quality content right there. Yeah, all of those rings, like Mood Ring and like Economy Ring and stuff, they're like the game's version of wedding rings, and you have to buy one that's at least high enough quality, like number of stars, as the person you're trying to marry. So a Mood Ring will be good enough for like a beggar or something, but if you try and give it to like a high class person, then they will most definitely not accept. Expensive people need expensive gifts. Yet it's still weaker than mine. Although, when it tells you whether something is better or worse than your current weapon, it does actually take attack speed into account. And for that, I am grateful. Even though it's not always, you know, objectively correct. It does its best. It's usually right. Just not always. I think it doesn't take augmentations into account, but apart from that, it's mostly fine. Yes. The dog barks based on your proximity to the treasure or dig spot, not his, so sometimes it can be interesting if he's like far away from you. You'll just completely miss it, unless you hear the bark. A big splash. Ah, yes, I see it. Thank you,
You're
doggy.
a real catch, you know.
Double value loot. Thank you. It says you can't remove augmentations, but what it doesn't tell you is that if you have this DLC, once you've done some of the stuff, you can in fact buy an augmentation remover. Which again is because people like complained that they accidentally used like the wrong augments, and they didn't like in Fable 1 and 2 to this point that you couldn't remove them again, so they added a remover, which is like a one-time purchase, and then you can just use it on anything that you want to rejig. I think it does break the augmentation after you remove it, so it's not like super OP. It just means that your weapon, like, you don't have to buy another of the same weapon. Since you can't augment legendaries anyway, it doesn't actually make that much of a difference. Wait, isn't your version of the game, like, different? I'm not actually going to check them yet, though, because then it'll have to load. Yes, I'm following. I like how he looks behind himself constantly, to make sure you're there. He knows he's good. This dog is the reason why it takes Lily forever to make any progress in this game. It's like when we used to play Sloop together in Sea of Thieves, when she was originally helping me do chickens to get to Pirate Legend, like level 50 merchant. We would like get the pigs, and then when we're taking like the pigs and chickens back to sell them, she'd like do the sit animation next to them in their cages and make sure they're well fed with bananas, and like talk to them and make sure they're happy.
What a great tattoo!
And then I'd be like doing all the work on the ship while she's sitting there talking to the pigs and feeding them bananas. And it's extremely cute, if somewhat inefficient. This was before, you know, there were other types of food, when bananas were still the only healing item, and they were really strong in terms of healing. And I would often find the barrels like significantly lacking in bananas compared to what it had the last time I would check. It was like, how many bananas have you fed the pigs? And then she, like, jumps off the ship. Oh, that's a shell. Okay.
I did it! I had full confidence I'd chosen an adequate champion for this historic event.
This guy.
I've brought sunshine back to my people.
Yeah, sure.
And you played your part too, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to enjoy the weather and spend your gold.
Potion Stop has been able to restock. New items are available in the Box of Secrets. And he's gone.
No one I'd rather serve than you.
Let's see, do I care about any of these? The answer is almost certainly no. Why do you have a weight potion? Unless this is the potion. Oh, there's actually ones to change your height too. For people who don't want to be really tall just because they have a lot of skill, I suppose. You can have that, I don't need that.
Anything else to sell?
I don't need that either.
Thanks. It looks in good shape.
Don't need that.
I should make a profit on that.
These are some pretty high value dice, but I'll keep all my dice for now.
Thanks. It looks in good shape.
I'll keep all my health potions.
I should make a profit on
decent
that.
money from selling those potions. They're worth a lot of money, but since I'm not the kind of person who really cares or needs about those, either through skill in like not needing to remove scars in the first place, or just not caring about what I look like, I can save some decent money. Could you not camouflage yourself with the shadows?
I'm pleased to serve you.
I can get rid of loads of this trash now too.
That can... Always happy to buy your
That's unique, so I guess I'll keep it.
Always happy to buy your unwanted goods.
I really don't care about the tart stuff, but I'm not sure if I have to wear it at some point. I don't think I do, but I might need to trade it as well, I guess, so...
Yeah, I think you got a fair price there.
We'll see.
Look, I'm starting to get a tan. Oh, this is more like
Is this even a shop? This is the inn, isn't it? Or something.
Can I have some?
Thought she was naked for a second then, like topless. Fortunately, she was not. Oh, this isn't the shop.
I
My
don't
bad.
think I've ever seen anyone quite as stylish and attractive.
Yeah, I'm pretty awesome. You still don't have anything then, do you?
I won't be able to stock up until this heat wave ends.
Of course you won't. Already see where this is going.
I'd almost forgotten what it felt like to be warm.
Eternal Love Ring, already checked these. 3 crunchy chicks, probably shouldn't have sold those then. 1 more set of Crucible peanuts. 2 mega. I'm never going to remember all these, I'll just worry about them once later in the game, and it should be easy to access all the stuff, rather than trying to remember everything now. Most of it's just clothing anyway. So I guess I need to explore the other half of the island and then we can leave. I'll just check this area again and the entrance area, now that we're not frozen over. Or I can just get stuck on the grave, that works. Ah, there's the spire. Interesting. That was underwhelming. Oops. Did not mean to shove the person. Sorry, I guess. Man, getting around is awkward when you can't just run across the lake on the ice. Anything worthwhile up here now? Oh no, because I mean I can jump off here now. So yeah, I'm not getting up to the top of the place though. Which way is the dead end? This way, probably. Yep. I do wish you could speed up this dig. What have we got? I see. I think I'll still keep all my gifts on me for the time being, because when there's a shortage at the jewelers, I should be able to make some fast cash. And I'm gonna need a few for when I actually get a wife. Shiny apple. They managed to make an apple sound extra appetizing. Appletizing. Appetizer is already a beverage. There be one of them books. What have you got for us? It's not another 3 condoms, is it? Nope. I think 3 condoms might actually be worth more than that necklace, I'm not sure. They're like 5 gold a piece, recommended retail price. Which is quite expensive when you consider that's what Mergo's trinkets all go for. But then again, he's trying to get rid of his stuff, isn't he? Because, you know, cursed. Also, that mirror that only works in complete darkness. Which reminds me of this thing in Twilight Princess in Link's house in the basement where it's dark and you're supposed to use the lantern to find the chest with like 100 rupees in it or something. But there's also a mirror down there, and if you look into the mirror without the lantern on, then like part of his belt or like some item of his clothing still reflects, and people, of course, made loads of weird conspiracy theories about Dark Link and all sorts because of that. Because that's what people do. Fun times. Okay, I think we're good to leave this place for now. Until they get sick of this heat and then get me to come back again. I open this, yes.
You're new round these
You're making me pay to go home? Are you kidding me?
parts, right?
That tip, though.
distance travel needs.
This is an awful use of gold at this point in the game, but I think I'm going to buy a breed potion anyway.
You will browse, you will be amazed, and you will spend.
Shall we turn our dog into a husky? Or a bloodhound? I think we're going to go husky.
Oh, that's one of a kind,
They're all
that
the
is.
same price. I think there's one still to unlock after doing the next cursed item, but... Meh. Husky
You
it is.
couldn't have bought a more fabulous item.
I did just make a lot of money from all those potions, so... Come hither, doggo. This is true. There is nothing wrong with the way he looks. We are simply doing this to increase his strength, right? He looks happy. How about a treat? For willingly drinking up a potion that changes you forever. Except it's not forever, because I can just buy them up potion and change them back. The thing is, I have, like, less memory of what the dog looks like. You know, when I become fully good and fully pure, I have less recollection of how that affects the appearance of the DLC dog looks. Whereas with the mutt, I know that it just, like, changes the fur to, like, gold when you're good and that sort of thing. So it'll be interesting.
Need nutrition? We've got it.
I'm too fast.
Let's see. That was like 10,000. Yeah, we're not doing that. Oh, I was checking for if any of this had changed, which it hasn't. I guess it's time to move on to some new areas then, namely Bowerstone Old Town. What are your prices like here?
Always a pleasure to help you.
Yes, they do say you're too slow very frequently, and they do say it in the old Sonic intonation as well, because they're dumb like that. They were doing it a lot the last time when I was trying to blacksmith. They were chasing each other around, constantly screaming, "You're too slow," and "I'm too fast." See, if I make these hate me, then there'll be a markup, and then that means I can actually sell my stuff for more. I'm still tempted to wait for a shortage, but considering it's not that much below base price, I might just sell some of these anyway, because I need some money. Like the emerald, that's expensive. I can probably buy these back later when they're even cheaper, and then sell them during a shortage. So we'll just get some money for now, I think.
If you have anything else to sell, you know where to find me. If you have anything else to sell,
That's
you know
pretty
where to
expensive for
find me.
chocolate. Sure.
Bring anything else. Bring anything else.
And these are too garbage
If
to
you
give to
have
gifts to
anything
people
else-
anyway.
Bring anything else. I'm sure I can. Bring any. If you have anything else to. Bring. I'm sure I
Yeah,
can
that's some
sell
decent
that
money.
again. If you have anything else to sell, you know where to find me.
I believe I already bought all the properties in Bower Lake. Oh no, I didn't. There's one more actually. I can buy Thag's house as well. I don't think I ever bought his cabin. I should probably buy that one before I forget. And then I can start buying the stuff in Bowerstone. I already bought the house I'm going to live in, but that's all I think.
You sleep on a big pile of gold, don't you?
I wish, dude. Oh yeah, and let's check for weapons as well while we're here. I would really
I'm
like a good
happy
gun.
to serve.
These are worth some money.
Come back if you have anything else to sell.
Unlike the first game, the number of augmentation slots doesn't correlate to the level of the weapon, so here you can find crappy weapons that are worth a lot of money because they have more slots.
Always happy to buy your unwanted items.
So they're good to sell. Still trash stock. But now we have good money. Again, kind of. Enough to buy a couple of places. Let's go and see how much Thag's Cabin is. What's closest? I guess it is just Powerstone Road. Indeed, I'm not sure about the chili dog, but I can certainly buy a load of rings.
It's going to be a shame to spoil that pretty...
Even the enemies comment on your appearance and all the rest of it during combat. He thinks my face is pretty, but that's not going to stop me from, you know, most pushing
Stop all that fancy spellcaster and fight properly!
Also, lots of land is Irish, which makes them automatically much more entertaining by default, because I love Irish accents a lot.
You do that to me, and...
Just kick this stupid dog away!
Oh, that's gonna bruise.
Look at that sick block from behind. Yeah. Skills. Let's use some of those potions now, I guess. At certain points during those animations. It would be nice if there was a quick thing for these. It's not that bad yet. It'll become pretty annoying later when my item stuff is big. When I have a lot of items, that's what I was trying to say. That's how you words. When my item stuff is big. Yeah. Nice, that's more like it. Now we can get some stuff. Now we can afford level 3 with entirely will experience. Level 4 is 43, that's okay. 900 area damage, 600, that is pretty good.
Brutal styles unlock special moves for use in close combat.
Good job I read this, because in addition, while reloading a ranged weapon, if you tap Y at the moment you hear the reloading sound, you'll reload instantly. That is good to know. Let's get this. And then the next one's going to be counters. What's the next dexterous? Oh, it's zoom, isn't it?
Dexterous style.
That next, I think. Low-level spells are now more powerful, and high-level ones will charge faster. They both just increase the more spells you have in total. Nice. Doesn't take too long. Guess we'll save. Squeaky chair sticking to my sweaty, melting, almost corpse at this point.
There's gonna be pieces of you everywhere when I'm finished. Watch out!
No! You can't be dead! We're on so many planes!
That man is crying about his dead friend. Sucks to be dead.
You idiot! You'll never...
technically speaking, most people in this game refer to you as an adventurer rather than a hero because they think, you know, all the heroes don't exist anymore. So you're just an adventurer. Little do they know that my space flashing capability is quite high. You look important.
We could have been.
Kill a bandit.
I forgot it's 5-star fighter now, so Husky Doggo is going to rip the spot.
Don't worry. Keep your head down.
I love the ragdolling. Sometimes. Although it's very, very janky, you can like ragdoll someone over a wall or like into some area where they can't normally reach, or if you get ragdolled into one of those areas. We haven't actually seen any enemy attacks that can ragdoll the player yet, though.
That mangy dog just...
Why you? Dog showed you. Here we go, we came here just to buy this. And there are absolutely no additional bonuses. And I'm gonna lower the rent on this because I am really nice. Let's see. I guess we can at least explore Old Town for now. I'll probably stop a little earlier than usual because I had to start work much earlier than usual today for a meeting with a team in another country. So I may stop a little sooner, but we can at least explore Old Town and maybe the graveyard. Yes. Oh. Wow, this gun is absolutely terrible. At least it feels like it compared to the rest of my stuff. Maybe the sword is just decent for this point in the game. Due to me overworking myself to a 5-star blacksmith in like a day. Ooh, more bandits to murder.
Hey, that's a sweet tattoo. Where did you get it? Stand up and hit back!
I actually forgot where I got the tattoo, mate. Why does that tell you? Which will be very useful to you when you're dead on the plane.
Is that a flesh wound, mate? No! I will end you for that.
Come on, why are you so bad? Once we can sub-target, it'll be awesome, but that's like the level 4 Dextra style. Let you individually aim at different body parts after you're aiming, like the head. Ooh, that's quite nice. Shame about the low res, again. If anyone wants to get me an Xbox One X so I can play at a higher res, feel free. Except Lily, you're excluded, because I know you actually do it, and I don't actually want one. So, please don't. I guess we can sleep at the bed as well here to heal and open the shops. I think sleeping at the inn is free in this game. These people all like me quite a lot.
I'm sure you can buy what you want in
That's funny. What's that on your head?
Is it free? I think it's free. What time is it? 10. We'll just do 6. That's fine. Gives me a while to get to Old Town and look around a bit before worrying about checking the shops there too. How much money do we have?
Just love the atmosphere in here.
Right stuff.
And if I remember correctly, I had another table I could put over here. Like how it told me to knock on my door. Like what? I think you'll find I can just walk in. There we go. I think upstairs is mostly replaced now, except for the bookcase and the dresser over there. Okay, so there's still quite a lot of stuff that needs replacing. Gotta wait for the furniture shop to get more stock though, or find another furniture shop. Ooh, yes, your dig level has increased. Where are we going today?
Now open! The stalls are now opening!
Wow, look at you!
I know, I'm pretty
Aren't
good.
you posh?
And what about you? Middle class straight. Enjoys fresh salmon and concentrated apple juice. Doesn't think I'm very funny. But does want to marry me.
Stranger.
Another thing you can do in this game, which you couldn't do in Fable 1, is have kids. So that's another reason for using the condom, not just the STDs. If you use the protection, then you're guaranteed to not have an extra mouth to feed and more upkeep to pay. And they grow up over time. They'll change from like a crib to like a kid. They'll never stop being a kid, but they do change from like baby to like child. You have to give them gifts and whatnot. And if you're in a same-sex relationship, then you can still adopt if you have unprotected sex, because that's what triggers wanting to adopt a kid, I guess. Alright, let's just go to Old Town. There's still a couple of little minor things we can do here and there, but screw it. Move. Oh. It looks to me like I'm digging in, you know, brick. Okay. It is a hero shovel after all. Although we call them spades in Fable. Gotta be as British as possible. There we go, back to where we started the game. This should be interesting.
Well, hello again! It's you! Wow, you've changed since you were last running around this place. But I recognise what's in those eyes. Goodness, decency, respect for the law. After you gave me those arrest warrants, I broke up Nicky the Nickname's whole crew, and Lord Lucian made me sheriff. Of course, then he disappeared. But crime is way down, and urban renewal has transformed this neighbourhood into the most desirable district in Bowerstone. Fantastic, isn't it? As a good friend of the sheriff, you'll find the shopkeepers here will give you a discount on all goods and services. Of course, the same discount extends to that sister of yours, should she be in town. Well, I won't take any more of your time. Now, stay out of trouble, won't you?
Don't worry, you'll see.
So now we get big discounts on all the stuff around here, and it actually looks nice. Whereas, if we'd given the warrants to the other guy and not the guard, then there would be no guards whatsoever here. There would only be vigilante justice, and the economy would be one star for pretty much ever in this place. And it would look like absolute trash. and there will be beggars everywhere. Town ruined forever, basically.
Lovely. They don't call you dog lover for nothing, do they? You're best
Wow. Hello, Mr. Monk. Virtuous, spiritual, serious, and celibate. I forgot that celibate was a trait. There are some people who are just like, nah. Oh, this is where the dig spot is, like, inside the fence, so it's going to take forever to get the dog to, like, find the right place. Sometimes he can, like, glitch through the fence, other times you have to try and get him to go round.
You a visitor to these parts?
I know it's in here. Come on, you know you want to glitch in.
You're ace!
There you go, you're almost in. Come on. Through the fence. Let me give you a hand. Oh, there's one of them weird little kids following me.
Just realised I'm running late. See you later.
He also looks like the same kid who was following me when I was a kid. He has, like, no hair and stuff. He shouldn't still be a kid, though, so who knows. This place is weird. In you go. Okay, I got
You
this.
mind if I copy your haircut?
If I can make it face the right way. Which apparently I can't. Go in the garden. Off you go. Pathfind.
Nice to see you spending so much quality
Pathfind.
time with your
Who's got the best
friends
pathfinding
all
algorithm?
over.
It's not you.
It's always men getting tattoos. I want one
I
too.
can't believe how great
I
everything
might
is
just
right
get
now.
one today.
Has anyone seen
You're doing very well for yourself, aren't you?
lost her again.
We'll come back to this one.
Yay! I'm
What?
safe.
You're laughing at who's got the best pathfinding algorithm? It's not him.
I am Whisper.
I enjoyed
and I
it.
too will become a hero like my brother Thunder.
Oh, now you're in the garden, but taking me to a different dig spot. Come on, get back in here. Don't you dare go over
Sweat
there.
up on that molten steel.
In you come.
Are there any jobs of
In
that
you
sort
don't get
around?
stuck on there. Now he's trying to take me to that one. Okay, good.
Any idea where I could play?
Oh, thanks.
I want to look like you when I grow up.
That hat really makes you look good. I think I like you. Hi there, dog
Excuse
lover.
Good for you.
Can I have a woolly pup?
They're a sweet bunch.
Please move.
Have you seen that talking?
I've seen too much horror.
I
retire
counted that
and
with
live
a
in the
stone
mountains.
spell.
Oh, they're just casually conversating about demon doors.
Where'd they all go? A hero! Finally! I won't have to listen to the old guild master anymore. Can I have some gold chocolate? My head, please!
I like.
I forgot they did that. Sometimes the kids play, like, role-playing games with each other where they, like, pretend to be heroes or, like, the guild master and stuff, and they're like, he's talking in my head. Like, get him out. The kid, if you listen to a lot of the kids' dialogue when they're playing with each other, it is pretty funny. The game makes a lot of fun of itself, and it's pretty cool. Ah, I think there's a gargoyle in this house.
You have yourself a nice day.
no skills. That's as plain as day.
Quite striking.
Please don't tell me off for shooting in someone's house.
Ooh.
You should buy better equipment. Well, yeah. My gun is trash, however, I can't find any better equipment yet. There might be some here in this town.
Those are great shoes.
I only buy alcohol once a year. About
She about to say about 100 bottles. Dig up people's cellars randomly. If I keep complaining down here, then it really would be a wine cellar. Good doggo for finding 2 dig spots. This is where we lived in childhood. Now it's just some beehives. Dig dig. Please. Rose's diary. Well, we kind of got there, in a way.
Yay! I'm saved! Why do I always have to be kidnapped? Not bad.
Would you like to see my trophy, kids? Of course you would. Give me the free
It's
rundown.
okay.
It's okay. Where are your trophies then? Before the kid is secretly like the best hero.
Bet you won't believe this, Mum, but I'm looking forward to school this week. We're going to learn about gunpowder.
Best of Bowers.
Potion trader, don't
You
mind if I do.
deserve a little discount.
Special reward discount 50% and love 18%. I could get this discount up so much. Too bad this stuff is garbage. Could buy the resurrection to sell it somewhere else later for profit.
really
Maybe I'll do that.
Nice doing business with you.
Right here.
Power stones.
Okay, please tell me you have
You
some
really
good
do
weapons.
deserve a discount. Just don't tell anyone.
Oh, of course he doesn't.
Finest goods.
How may I help you today?
Yeah! Please come back!
Don't you think that adventure
No one on
That's an
Barrowstone
excellent
has
song
better
you're dancing to
products.
there. Mine's obviously better.
Yes, very good.
See, there you go.
Huh? Well, what do you know? Good.
Simply superb!
Well, since it's you, I think I can do you a special discount.
But you only have clothes, and therefore I don't care. I could make a lot of money by trading between all of these. But if I am going to try that, I'll wait until there's a shortage.
For you.
Like, the discount is
no,
decent,
I
but
can
the
take a
stock
little off
isn't.
the price.
Guess I can buy some cheap condoms.
Pleasure
cheap dog
dealing
treats.
with you. Remember, no refunds.
And I could get a second loot, I guess, because I think I need one for the that trading shop on Nuttall Island
Remember,
at some point.
no refunds.
So I'll be needing 2 to not lose my current one.
Let's see your aim, if you've got one.
Can't see you from here, apparently.
Amusing.
Sorry.
Dear, oh dear.
I have to shoot the gargoyles, though, my dudes.
You're that mighty adventurer, aren't you? Well, I've got a quest for
I think
you.
if I'd have broken all this stock as a kid, it wouldn't have come back. And it'd still be gone.
I think I like you.
Imagine if it was that easy in real life. Goes up to Rando, I think I like you. And you have a big heart floating above your face. And then like, okay, here's a wedding ring. We've never spoken before, but sure, let's go with it. Because I look good and I'm very, very slightly famous. And that's all it takes. In fact, it doesn't even take the fame in this game, it just needs something good. I see there is a chest on your balcony, good sir. Or madam. Really? You gonna knock?
Tomorrow!
You gonna knock on the balcony door? What? I'm like, here, I'm trying to knock to get out. Come on now.
Naughty!
What? I just brushed past you. Please. Please, though.
Don't you try and ignore me, you pink-bellied numpty.
There's a silver key on that balcony. I guess I'm just going to have to buy the house. Buy and move in 4,000. Yeah, do it. Super naughty. Being like, hello there, excuse me please, can I squeeze past you? Very, very naughty. Right, sell this again now. That's quite a loss I'm making though, isn't it? This is bad for my OCD, but we'll do it. We'll just keep it for now. Maybe buy Old Town before Market, even though the properties are worth less overall. Gonna need this one too then.
Is it hot in here? Or is it just you?
Please no. Oh, right. It's stealing because I haven't moved in. Sorry, but you're getting evicted. I live here now.
Really quite wonderful.
I'll be sure you get a good deal on the rent. Eventually. I could also loot the cupboards while it's under my ownership, but I can't be bothered. Okay, you can have it back now. Enjoy. It's also very dark. Powerstone Cemetery's up that way. So we'll go this way. Haven't seen one of these for a while, but that's because we haven't been anywhere new. Not fantastic, but sure. Yeah, fresh salmon. That is a 4-star food product. Let's quickly check the other streets up here then. And then we can do the cemetery. So there's a couple of more stalls there. Also a cellar. I need to remember there's a couple of places I still need to buy in the market just to open some doors too. Silver keys are always nice. The chests do start getting pretty good as you start moving up the silver key requirements. I like how my rent is still on 141, even though I just bought 2 more properties. I guess evicting the first set of tenants was the problem. Now I'm going to have to wait a couple more days for someone to move in. I guess I need to own this place to open those doors too. I think that's about all we can do here for the time being until we come back with better digging ability. Did I already do this cellar? I don't think so. Did all that for an economy value necklace. Okay, guess we're checking out Bowerstone Cemetery. Which is a place that didn't exist in Fable 1, so clearly something's gone well here. Also, there's going to be a demon door just here that we can actually open, which makes a change. The first one we can. The easiest one to open, in fact. Most of them are actually really difficult in this game compared to number 1. Each crier has at least one unique title you can't get anywhere else. I forgot about that. I'm sure they're all garbage. I'm not actually sure they're all garbage, I'm just assuming. Check out a couple of these, I guess. Why were you just barking? Because there's something here. Alright, it's demon door time.
You, please, meat. So hungry. I was man, long time ago. Ate meat. Lots of meat.
Well, you should probably like this line.
Then was demon door. No more meat. Only hungry.
No meat, only hungry.
Please, feed meat now.
Only hungry. Yep. Well, here's some meat.
Ah, meat. Meat good. You go inside now.
Just wanted a bit of, you know, live chicken. Which isn't that different from the crunchy chicks that we do eat, actually, so he's not that bad. Here's our first demon door. These places are weird in Fable 2. Whereas they were more, like, relaxing in 1. This being the easiest to open, it's also the least weird. But they get weirder as we go. They all have a very strange occasional ticking sound. Some experience potions. They all have a strange ticking sound that happens occasionally in the background, like a loud, like, thud type noise. And I guess it doesn't apply here, or you just can't see it here, but the clouds move really, really, really fast inside demon doors, which will be more apparent later, and various other things, which I won't spoil until we get there. At which point it will not be a spoiler. Either way, yay, we opened a demon door. At least chicken kicking is remaining as relevant as ever. Who thought at the beginning of Fable 1 you would eventually have to do it to open a demon door? Not I. Oh, we're doing some grave digging now, are we? Doggo just digs graves. He is well trained. Let's check the map of this place. Haven't done that yet. Yeah, so this is a dead end. Those are both dead ends. And then we turn right, and then basically just keep taking the rights until we've done all the paths. You're just gonna open. That's nice. If the stream is too dark to see anything right now, I can't see anything either, so don't worry. Graveyards have to be spooky. This isn't particularly spooky yet. Now we're ruining the garden. We have an apple tree very similar to these ones in our front garden, IRL, next to our driveway. We've almost watched it do one full annual cycle now, because we've been here for a year as of next month, the end of next month. Don't think we're getting in here yet. His big house. Fancy demon door as well. That is right. Let's take it. A couple more graves. Highwaymen's Guild would like to thank this corpse for fully cooperating with his death. So much that they paid for his grave, apparently. Or defaced it. He performs a chain attack on the box. One thing at a time, doggo. Got more things to search here too. This is all highly trash. Nice. Thank you can have a treat. Or in the words of a certain playable character in 13.2, you deserve a treat. Maybe I should say every 2 seconds like he does. Don't really care. Right, there's a gargoyle in there. Can I reach it from here, though, is the question. I think I might have to wait until this gate can open. It's there. Oh, I got it, nice. It's still telling me to buy a better gun, but there aren't any available, so what are you talking about, game? think my level or something is slightly higher than we would expect at this point because I've done the DLC first, so it wants my equipment to be in line with my overall experience gain, which it's not, but it's still good for this point in the main story. Okay. It's letting me interact with these doors, but I don't know if I can reach them to check inside. Can't open them anyway. Oh, I was wondering what was wrong with Doggo, but he's just chasing his tail. Tail is the worst enemy that we can ever encounter. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, we did all that. A couple more paths down this way.
Who does your clothes?
The clothes shop. You're welcome. And what's this? Secret Tomb of Doom. Connected to Castle Fairfax, apparently. Except this is the exit, so we can't do anything here. Of course, Lionhead being Lionhead, that's a very interestingly shaped potion bottle over there. We'll come back here eventually from the other side. Do you have any fun facts? We'll fix later. It's an expression statue. We just have to match it. There's actually two types of those. There's one where you have to copy the expression the statue's doing, and then there's one where you have to do an expression that would make it react the way it's reacting. Also, when you've done it right, the mask or like the face falls off and they like bend over and they become expressionless. It's yeah. It's no wonder he was laughing, though, because, judging by the contents of this room, he must have been a very fun guy. Hey, my dog can play dead, but I need to be able to do it too. Now I can also play dead. Is play dead rude or scary? It's rude. It can't be extended. Is that all I came in here for? Guess so. Yes, I was thinking of making that joke myself, but then I didn't, because it's terrible. You know, because mine was so much better.
Good to see you.
Seems to be all the branching paths done now. Can we open this? No, it's only a wanna. This is going to be garbage. Yep. Wow, a silver key chest for that. Tragic. was right, but usually it's one of the 4 that it brings up on your context wheel. It just didn't look like most of them were those. What the hell is... I don't even know what that expression is. There we go. Oh, apparently it wasn't that one either. Oh, he's interesting, isn't he? Apparently he wanted a vulgar thrust, okay. That was a reaction one. Actually, I have to wonder what vulgar thrust is like when you extend it. The voices, though. Fable. Yeah. Delightful. The noises are so funny, though. Oh, hi. And where do you think you're off to? Also, there's Castle Fairfax again. You can just see the tunnel way there. Now you're off up there, apparently, and I hear that gargoyle. Where you at? There you are. No hate, please, Mr. God. Can't do anything in there. Ooh, a tenner. This might be decent. I see. I'll take it. There was another gargoyle. There you are. Oh, I guess you can go in there. Okay. I was going to complain about it being able to go through the door, but there's a hole in the ceiling. Good silver key finding there.
Hey, come and have a go at me, if you think you're tough enough.
As you wish. Wow, it targeted that from all the way over here. And then the last one's melee, obviously. Just had to be different. And that's all just going straight to the shop for selling. None of this is very good. Gotta stop and take a look around every now and then. I believe that's all we can do from here for the time being. I guess we'll go to the entrance to Rookridge, which is the next main area, which will continue the main quest. And then we'll stop there, and then next time we can make main story progress. 6,000, yeah, that's not really enough to worry about property just yet. We definitely own everything in Bower Lake now, at least. And a couple of stuff in Old Town. A couple of stuff, yes. Ideally, I would like... did that sheriff just disappear completely. Ideally, I would like to get Bowerstone Market bought first, because some of those are really good value. But they're also expensive, because the economy is good there. Which in turn means rent is better. And owning the bookshop has to happen because it has an expression manual that you can only find as the owner upstairs. Days remaining on that job. Alright. Wait. The shop's open. The stalls should just be open. I'll check the two I didn't get to check last time.
It's ever so nice to see you.
And so the hero...
Even though selling here isn't happening because of the discount. They don't buy stuff for
well, since it's you, I think I can do you a special discount.
Okay, these are quite cheap though, so I think
that
if I
comes highly recommended.
If I buy all of these gems and then sell them at the other shop in the market, I can make some good profit. Can I get it even cheaper by buying this, or does it not work like that? Right, let's see.
For you,
17 plus 50, which is pretty good.
Off the price.
What if I also own it?
You really do deserve a discount.
You only get
Just
39 then, I guess.
anyone.
So you don't get the... Okay, yeah. So it's better for me to
Hello?
not.
You're not from around here, are
I
you?
guess.
Well, since it's you, I think I can do you a special discount.
Let's do some next level trading then.
Remember, no pleasure deal. Excellent. Pleasure deal. Remember, pleasure. Remember, no. Excellent choice.
Sure, let's just get all of it. It's very cheap.
Excellent choice.
As soon as the main place has a shortage,
Remember,
we can get
no
some good
refunds.
money from this.
Pleasure dealing with you.
Like, these are garbage, but sure.
Pleasure dealing with you.
Now we just find somewhere good to sell those. And we are rolling in it.
Line of goods in all. No way I'm letting you pay full price.
Oh wait, I
I
shouldn't
should
sell
make
stuff
a
here.
profit on
Not
that.
that this is worth very much. But do you have any of the things I need for the police? You know, the police. Value water. Water is pure, right? Yeah. Tofu's okay, sweet.
Hope you enjoy it.
Purity and all that. I think celery is pure too, yeah. They're like the only foods I would normally have celery and tofu from, maybe water. Ooh, I need that.
Come back anytime.
I am now poor again until I sell what I've just bought.
I trust you're doing well.
Could have pointed this out last time, doggo. Oh yes, I have some potions, don't I? I suppose we can use them now before we finish. If we have more than like a couple. Oh yeah, we have the ones from the demon door. Okay, fine. Try and get a couple of uses out of these. Nice. Let's absorb that before the game does dodgy stuff on me. Yeah. Nice. Still not enough for anything new, but it's not bad. Can't wait to get
Force push
the next one
sends a
of these.
blast of energy towards your enemies, hurling them into nearby objects. It is very effective in confined spaces. Blades creates magical swords to impale your enemies. Time control allows you to slow the world around you, or to move with incredible speed.
Okay, so we'll load the next area and then we'll stop here. As it is 1 minute away from midnight here. Day has been long and tomorrow will also be long. Fun times. Apparently you can't view the menu while you're interacting with Doggo. Okay, so there's our main quest at that bridge over there, and our destination is the green exit at the top. Let's see... oh yeah, we have those now. Need to get some trophies with better renown to start showing off. Like how I'm going around with 10 pieces of furniture on me. I'm just casually carrying, like... What else do we have in our pockets? We have a stove, a sink, a comfy chair, a dining table, a cupboard, and a double bed in our pocket. That's a new level. So next time we try and go through Rookridge to Oakfield.
Bandits! Up ahead! They turned my cart upside down and almost did the same to me! You should leg it!
I should leg it, apparently. That sounds really good when you extend it. Oh, Fable. I think once your physique is really high, you can actually kill people with slap. Victory arm pump extension. That's a good DK impression. Let's mess it up and see what happens. He just makes himself look like a fool. Let's mess this one up too. Professional hero. TM. Nice. Well then, thanks everybody for stopping by. I will stream again, maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday, maybe not. Who knows with me, let's be honest. Thanks again for the new follow today, and I will see you next time. And Bongo Cat will also wave goodbye now. Kind of. He'll actually just bongo the invisible stuff below him, but that's basically the same thing. Okay. Ending.